Are reusable or disposable nursing pads a better option? Let's dive into some of the pros, cons, where I would use each one, and if it's good to have a combination. So let's first start with reusable. I have seen 8 reusable nursing pads for $10. I've also seen them for $25. I saw pricing for a 14 pack that would cost you $17 or $12. And then finally, I saw a 30 pack that would cost you $20. There's a wide range on prices for these reusable nursing pads. You can go as nice or as cheap as you want. I would recommend trying to go somewhere in the middle. So up front, the price for reusable might be a little bit steep, but overall, you're making that investment once and then you are done. It's not an item you have to keep purchasing over and over. Now, environmentally, reusable obviously is going to be better for the environment in the long run, especially if you're having multiple children, because again, you're going to reuse them for that next child. And they don't have to end up in a landfill ever. Disposable, every time you use them, automatically they're going in the landfill. Reusable, you could reuse them for your multiple children if you felt comfortable passing them along to somebody you know, like maybe your sister or a really good friend. Some people would find this item awkward or weird to share or to buy secondhand. I don't know that I would have bought secondhand nursing pads. I bought mine brand new, or maybe I was gifted them at my baby shower, I guess I should say. I don't know that I would have used secondhand ones personally. Should I have? Yes. At the time, probably not. I used mine for both of my children, and then now I've actually decided to use them as like makeup removers. It doesn't bother me or make me uncomfortable in the slightest. Let's take a look at the reusable nursing pads that I personally owned. They are round in shape, maybe slightly oval, but for the most part they're a circle. You can find different ones where it's more of a heart shape or more of like, not a diamond, but more like a teardrop shape. Different ones are going to fit slightly better in your bra and shape better to you than others. I thought these were perfectly fine. They did the job. They were absorbent. I will say sometimes they were, I don't want to say too absorbent, but when I did put like a nipple balm or butter on, I felt like the reusables could soak it up a little faster. So that could be a negative as far as the reusables. My reusable nursing pads were more comfortable than my disposable ones. I used both. And when I used the disposable, because they were more paper product, like plastic, crunchy, when I slept in them, it felt like I had that crinkling feeling versus the reusable ones didn't come with that. They were just like a soft cotton. Negative to reusable, of course, is laundry. This is just one more thing you have to wash. What I recommend is if you get reusable ones, whether you get 10, whether you get 30, after you're done with them, pretty much throw them in the wash. That way that as you're constantly washing baby clothes and burp cloths and sheets and this and that, your nursing pads are constantly getting washed. And then if you find that you are struggling to keep track of them in the wash, if the washer and dryer seems to just keep eating them and you're losing them, maybe put them in like a delicates bag in your washer. Always put them in the washer and then you'll always have new ones. So that's my main take on the reusable. Now let's get to the disposable. Price-wise, I saw some that were 80 nursing pads for like $13 or 120 nursing pads for $15. I saw 120 for $10. So the price range, again, is going to vary greatly. Any package you buy of these, immediately divide it by 2 because every time you wear them, you are wearing 2. With the disposable, you're wearing them and then you are discarding them. Therefore, you may have to continue to buy more over time. With the disposable, maybe there are brands that are compostable, but to my knowledge, they're going to go in a landfill. And that's a bummer. That's just a bummer. It's not the greatest thing. And I got a combination of both. I did use reusable and I did use disposable. And I felt like they had a time and a place. But overall, I almost wish I would have just used the reusable ones. I think I would have felt better about it in the long run. Let's now take a look at the disposable itself. So they're going to come in these little packages, which does keep them clean and sanitary. Oftentimes they're going to be like folded in half. So you're going to open it up and unfold it, which kind of makes it naturally contour to your body. Some of them come with sticky tabs on them. So what you do is you put them inside of your bra. One thing I did struggle with at times was when I was sleeping, they would almost fold in half in my bra and not do their job. So that was always a bummer. I didn't always like using the sticky tabs because then I felt like once I rolled, the sticky would stick somewhere it wasn't supposed to, like it would roll up on itself or something like that of that nature. To me, they were a little less comfortable because they just had that plastic crinkly vibe to them. Of course, one huge pro to the disposable is it's less laundry. It's one less thing to keep track of and wash in the washer. So basically you're getting out new pads, put them in your bra, wear them as long as you wear them, and then you toss them. Move on to the next. That can be a great thing. I also kind of thought it was nice to not have an item to store. So in my head, I was like, okay, I'll buy a box of these disposable ones. And then once I use them up, I don't have to store them to the next kid. I can just buy new ones then. I only used half the box of my disposables. So then I stored the disposables till my next kid. So I still ended up storing the item. One more thing to watch out for. No, you do not have to wash these. They go in the trash. But if you forget to take them out of your nursing bra and they go through the laundry, that is less than ideal. Now you probably have a mess. Definitely make sure to take them out of your bra before washing. Overall, I think reusable is the way to go. I do think disposables can come in handy for certain times and places. So maybe get a small box of disposables. They could be great for vacations, long road trips, and day trips, maybe like going to the zoo or something where you don't want to have a bunch of reusable breast pads with you to keep and hang on to. You'd rather just trash the disposables while you're out and about. Something like that. They can also come in handy if you do find yourself getting behind on laundry and you just want to pop in some disposables while you're waiting on the reusables to get clean and caught up. I recommend you do not go crazy on either version of this item. Typically, you only need nursing pads in your bra for about the first 3 months. At that point, your milk regulates. And at that point, you should experience a lot less leaking, if any at all. That's going to, of course, depend on your body. Another final thought is, how many sets of these do you need, whether you're going the reusable or the disposable? It's going to depend on how often you change them throughout the day, and that's something that's up to you and what you're comfortable with. If you feel like you can wear them longer or less time, a lot of people will change them at each nursing session. So that may be it for you. And with a newborn, they can nurse as much as 8 to 12 times a day even. So it's just going to depend on what you are up for, if you're up for keeping up on the laundry, if you think disposables are the route, or a combination of the both. I definitely think a combination can be great. So maybe don't overbuy on the disposables. Just buy a small box to get you through. Check out some of my other videos and articles related to breastfeeding. I've got a PDF that is free. It is breastfeeding tips, tricks, and advice to help you be successful in your breastfeeding journey. I also mentioned the 3-month mark where your breast milk starts to regulate. If you are unaware of that, please check out that video. I will link it as well. Don't freak out at the 3-month mark when you think you might be losing your supply. Click that video and I'll explain it further there. I hope this helped you in your decision on whether you should buy reusable or disposable breast pads and why I favor a combination with a heavy reliance on the reusable. I just want to say good luck in your breastfeeding journey. I hope you find success. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day.